And that's the thing, like you've mentioned I guess the variables around PSG coming to Anfield. If they think that the version of Liverpool that they saw in Paris is what they're going to get in front of 60,000 at Anfield on a Tuesday night in March, then I'm inclined to believe they've got another thing coming, and that doesn't necessarily mean Liverpool get the result. But we've all seen what an Anfield crowd can do on a Champions League night for this Liverpool side. It's beyond proven that is not a myth these days. It is something that can, truly carry this side on to glory. And we've seen it already this season. Arne Slot, I remember him throwing the gauntlet down earlier in the season saying I'm probably still yet to see a big atmosphere. It's because of how much Liverpool were just, like you say, really controlling games, not having to get out of third or second gear even on some occasions. And then there was that week where they played City and Madrid, and it felt like the switch was flicked.
Yeah, the roof blew off, didn't it?
Exactly, and that was the time really where I think you saw truly what Liverpool can be under Arne Slot. And when I say that, I don't necessarily mean the team, because I think you'd already seen before that how good the team could be. It was more how good this can all be in tandem, and that's the bit that I'm so excited to. I'm so excited to get in the ground tomorrow anyway, but I'm so excited to see that be really harnessed again.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, the thought of it's delicious, isn't it? And I love it. I love those moments in these big European ties where the atmosphere isn't great for a little period. It's a little bit, everyone's sort of sussing everything out, and there's a little bit of tension, a little bit of nerves. I love it when something lights the touch paper.
Yep.
And it can be anything.
Like Conor Bradley on Mbappe.
That's the prime example, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And there's that.
It's a shame he's missing for this one.
God, I'd love Conor Bradley. I'd love Conor Bradley tomorrow. Yeah. But it's funny, it can be anything. It can be a tackle. It can be, we've seen it in previous seasons with City where it's a touchline round. Pep Guardiola's done something mental that's got the entire stadium just to go up a level. It's that, and it's funny because the way that we play now and the pace that we play at now is much more controlled, much more reserved. I mean, the faster forward guys that sit round by me, they hate it. I mean, they really there's some Scouse voices near me. God, they hate the way we play. It's not fast enough. It's not forward enough. Yep. So it doesn't necessarily lend itself to like a crackling atmosphere. But you just want that one thing to happen, that one tackle, that one pass, that one little piece of play where you go, oh yeah, these guys are up for it. And then it's this lovely symbiotic relationship. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
An early goal,
yeah.
It could be everything, because you mentioned that PSG will come with some level of hope. You can take that away pretty early on. Like I know there's no away goals and none of that to consider in this one really, but you have to believe that if Liverpool can get an early goal in this one, PSG are going to see that as a mountain to climb all of a sudden.
Yeah, and from a pure pride point of view, and also the way that they set up in the first leg, they're not a team that's going to try and soak up pressure and hit you on a counter-attack. No. They want the ball at their feet. They want to string a load of passes together. They want to play down the flanks. They want to try and dominate you. We saw that. There's a world where they try and do that, and it plays into our hands so perfectly. But that requires us to be at our best. Yeah. And it requires a lot of commitment and an awful lot of movement, because if they're playing with that intensity and they're on you as soon as you've got the ball, before you've got the ball, the quickness of thought, the quickness of feet, all of that plays into it. But we've got previous, we've done it this season. We know what this team are capable of, and I really want the Parisians to feel and know what we know, what this team and this manager are capable of. I don't want it to be a 0-0. I want us to blow them out of the fucking water. Because I've seen the comments, I've read the thing, it's Anfield, it doesn't matter, and we'll go there and smash them, and it's all a myth and they're shit, and we've seen what Liverpool are capable of. You haven't got a clue what this team's capable of, lads.